Job, a fierce competition between 9 applicants auditioning to fill the position of former Howard Stern staff member Stuttering John. This week's applicant is Sal the Stockbroker.
I'm Sal the Stockbroker, and I'm here to win Stuttering John's job. Should be pretty easy. That guy was pathetic. Today, I have a game called Pin the Toothbrush on the Buoy. We got a bunch of kids coming in. We're going to blindfold them just like Pin the Tail on the Donkey, and they're going to have to jab a toothbrush in Gary's mouth. Should be a lot of fun.
You're going to jab a toothbrush in his mouth?
Yeah, of course. With that stench, it's the least thing, that we could do. Give me a break. I saw Gary walk. Did you notice how Gary walks? I couldn't believe it. I saw Gary walking before. He actually swings with his arms behind his back. He walks like this. He's going down the hallway. I'm like, geez, it's like he's a real monkey. I swear to God, I have no intentions of putting him down and being the one-trick pony, but I can't help it. I really can't. It's ridiculous. The guy literally carries himself like a gorilla. So this should be a lot of fun. It's going to be a good week. People are going to get hurt.
Hey, this week for John's job, we have a candidate that I think everyone will be pleased to hear a week of on the radio.
Yeah.
He's been a long-time caller to the show. He loves to bust Gary's balls. Sal the Stockbroker. He's been begging me for the shot. There he is, Sal the Stockbroker.
Always trying.
I didn't know this was him.
No, it's not.
That's Sal.
I decided the way I'm going to play it is I'm giving him my full cooperation this week because when he sucks, I don't want him to cry that I didn't help him.
Sal, so today we've asked you in your attempt to get John's job. By the way, are you working outside of here?
Yeah.
You already have a job now.
Stockbroker, doing pretty well.
Are you
right.
really a stockbroker when you do it from your living room?
I'm not doing it from my living room.
You're doing it out of
you
your house,
dope.
right?
You're an idiot. And
Do you go to an office?
This guy just does. Do
Sal,
your research, Mr. Producer.
Do you go to an office?
Yes, I do.
Where's the office?
My home office. In my living room.
All right, that's
His mouth from the side, it looks like a beak almost, like a rubber beak, like a it's amazing.
to see it up close.
Look at you with the jumpsuit on.
You know the funny thing is,
The weight of your mouth make you sweat all day? Oh, God
It's
almighty.
a nice jumpsuit, huh?
Yeah, not nice on him. You could be laid in gold. You still look like dog crap.
I'm not wearing a jumpsuit for the audience, by the way.
Hey, why
What
don't you
is
jump
that?
the hell out
I
of
get on
here?
a pair of pants and I have an Adidas jacket on because it's freezing back there.
Freeze. Monkeys are naturally warm. What's the matter with you?
All right, so this is going to go on all week.
All week.
There you go. It's just the beginning, boy. You're going down.
Sal, you're all hopped up. You're excited. You want the job. Of course, the audience will have the final vote. John the Stutterer seemed to be very popular.
Oh, wonderful.
And Dan the song parody man did pretty well.
Loved him.
Yeah, so all right. Are you going out to Vegas?
No, I can't. I just had my third baby boy.
You're kidding?
Yeah.
Wow.
Things are a mess at home.
Best time to leave is when things are a mess.
I know. I'm trying, dude. I'm ready to chuck them all out the window. I have no idea.
So you today you've prepared a bit for us, I
Yeah,
understand. That's your first assignment.
Yeah, and I just want to say, in all seriousness, I know it's not a bit. Ronnie generally is a nice guy. There's a pregnant lady who had to come upstairs today, and Ronnie is cursing me out as I'm making arrangements to bring this lady upstairs. Because of my bid, I needed her. She had to escort her children. So I asked Ronnie, he's like, shut the F up. I got it under control, getting the F. I don't.
Why is he out there fighting with everyone?
I'm just being polite.
Why is Ronnie the limo driver always unprofessional?
You would have to find out from Ronnie. I
Howard.
don't know what happens to him.
I
out
even
there.
said she's a pregnant lady, and he just jumps down my throat like I.
What is what's going on out there, Ron? You got to get it under control. You're not a superstar.
What are you talking
You're
about?
a falling star.
Stop with the F word every minute and yelling at people.
I'm not yelling at him. I didn't yell at him.
Everyone is telling me you're yelling at people.
Because this is the bit they all got going on now.
No.
Hey, Ron, I see your attitude sometimes. You don't see yourself. You've got to get that under control.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
Are you really going to believe this?
Are you yelling now?
Are you going to believe this?
I do believe it.
Ronnie, I asked you to escort up a pregnant lady. You cursed me out. You said, shut the F up. I have it under
Is
control.
that true or not?
No, it's not.
You're a liar. I can't believe you.
It's not true.
Are you lying?
What did you
It's
say,
not
Ronnie?
true.
What did you say? Did you say
I
shut
called
the F up?
I called downstairs and put the lady's name on the list.
You never said shut up to
You
him?
said,
No.
shut the F up. I have it under control. Get back in the room. You treated me like a Jew-bag mafioso that you
Wait a
are.
minute, wait a minute. What, Sal, what did you say to me before you walked in here?
I said, you're going to get it. And you said, go ahead, everybody else does it.
No,
to
no,
me."
no, no. What did you say before you walked in?
I said, you're going to get it.
You say, I'll be in. You'll have me in there in about 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Right.
you're going to get it.
Right.
Exactly. This is the point. I asked you to escort up a pregnant lady. You cursed me out.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I was some third-rate
And they did
bus
say
boy or
that
something.
last week about you.
Dan, the
Song parody man.
said
You gotta-
you got on his case.
Listen, you're getting power mad out
Dude,
there.
dude, it's not true.
Dude, you're a
Calm
Jew.
down.
Do taxes,
It's not
okay?
true.
That's
it's
it.
not true. Okay. You want to believe him over me?
Say, swear on
want-
your son's life, your
if you
grandson's
want,
life.
if you want to believe
Swear
him,
on your grandson's
if you
life.
want to believe him, I'm not swearing on anything.
There you
Thank
go. I
you.
believe you.
Beat it.
I'm not swearing on anything.
Swear on your
because-
grandson's life. You're
Were
going to say,
there
shut
any
the F up.
witnesses to this?
Yeah. Were there any witness to this, Sal? What are you going to have your friends come in now?
No. How about the fact that I simply asked you and you cursed me out? I've never brought you up in the past 8 years here. I asked you politely to escort a pregnant lady up. You told me to shut the F up and get back in the room. Unbelievable. You're a disgrace. Get out of here.
Did you use the F word? Tell me the truth. Look me in the eye and tell me the truth.
No.
All right.
Howard, he uses it like water all day long. When I walked in, he was behind the receptionist's desk BSing with somebody else. F curses spewing left and right. Are you kidding me? You're
right.
a disgrace to your heritage. Get out of here. Go do
All right.
somebody's taxes, you phony Italian. Should be making pizza.
All right. So, Sal, what is your bit for today? Ronnie, I hope you have it under control.
Ronnie's Pizza Taxes, the Italian Jew. Get lost. You're done. You're finished. You want to make me vomit all over Gary's filthy mouth.
All right, Sal, you're on fire today. This is your
Back
big
to the
week.
gorilla.
All right.
Thanks for the diversion.
Boy, I never saw Ronnie so shut down.
I know.
Wow.
Jew Ginzaloon out.
What is that?
It's not. It's not even worth
I'm the
it.
tough guy Jew. Wait, we're gonna do your taxes and mess it all up on you. Whoa.
All right, Sal, what is your bit for today?
You're looking at him right to the right of me.
Gary, you going to do something with Gary?
The bit is, it's a game today. It's called Pin the Toothbrush on the Buoy.
All right, what is this?
We have 3 kids who are going to be blindfolded, and they're going to have to jab a toothbrush into Gary's mouth, just like the typical
Oh,
Can
no.
I say
in the
something?
town of Docky.
Sal, that sounds like a great bit for radio.
It is. It's a wonderful bit.
Well, hey, isn't this exciting? Now, you have 3 young children here.
Right.
How old are the kids?
Well, that's Tyler. Go ahead,
Tyler, how are you?
Good.
Tyler, how old are you?
5.
You're 5 years old. I'm over here, Tyler.
He's
Look at
looking
me.
at
Look at the
Gary.
man waving. That's me over here. Can you see me? Yeah, Tyler, you go to school?
Yeah.
You do. And where you live? In New York?
No.
Jersey?
Jersey?
Yes.
I
New
figured.
Jersey.
I figured you were a Jersey kid. Now, how do you know Sal, the stockbroker?
Do you know him?
You know Sal?
No.
Tell him about the money I gave you, kid.
Sal, how'd you find this kid?
Through my friend, my comedian friend Paul D'Angelo. He's the kid
I
who
see.
did the Peachy FCC bit for you guys.
Oh, you did
That's
that
him,
bit?
yeah,
Oh.
that
That
was
was
great bit.
cute.
Yeah.
Well, you seem like a good kid. Have you ever seen Baba Booey before? Do you know about this game you're going to be playing?
No.
All right, sitting over there is Baba Booey. See the guy with the big teeth and the big full lips? You see that guy? You look a little in shock by the size of his lips and teeth, are you?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. It's a little funny looking, isn't it? All right. Your goal is to be blindfolded and to get the toothbrush in Baba Booey's mouth. Okay, all right. So
He
that's
was
good.
practicing in the green room, Howard. He was jumping on the couch, brushing Gary's picture.
Do you think you'll? I see you have 2 other contestants here. Do you think you can beat them?
Yeah.
You do. All right. Let me talk to the other 2 contestants. And hi, what's your name? Hello.
Haley.
How old is
Haley.
Haley? Haley's very young.
How old are you, Haley?
2.
2 years old. Congratulations. You're a very pretty girl. Do you know how to play the Baba Booey game?
Yes.
You do. Now, how do you know how to play that? Did someone teach it to you?
Yes.
You don't have to whisper the answers for us. We've got all the
He
time in
seems
the
to
world.
be having a fine time
My
here.
daddy.
Casey taught me.
Have you ever been on the radio before?
Yes.
Oh.
Really?
What shows have you been on? You're a showbiz kid, aren't you? All right. Well, you're a young kid, and the game is you got to get the toothbrush in Baba Booey's mouth. Now, those lips and teeth on Baba Booey are very big, aren't they? Yes. Do they scare you a little bit? Yeah. Here's another kid. This is the 3rd contestant. What's your name?
Zoe.
Zoe. Oh, I like that. How old are you, Zoe?
4. 4.
4. Good. All right. That's good. And did you ever play pin the toothbrush on Baba Booey?
No.
You've never played before? That's good. This will be the first time. All right, so what do we have to do, Sal? What do the kids have to do?
I have the toothbrush here, a brand new one, so you're not offended.
And where should Gary stand? Well, Gary's going to get on his knees. All right.
Sal sparing no expense, a new toothbrush.
And a blindfold.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
What? All right, the kids are being blindfolded, and Baba Booey. Gary, you're on your knees, I see.
Yes, that's what they told me to do.
All right, be careful. Here come the kids. Sal is spinning the kids.
2, 3, stick the toothbrush in Booey.
Baba Booey, free so I can smell your stinky breath.
Oh, no.
Kid asking for a breath from Baba Booey. Yeah, he got it in.
Toothbrush in the buoy.
Now,
Way to go, Tyler.
Tyler, what is that you said to Gary? I couldn't hear all of it.
I said, Baba Booey, smell your breath so I get breathe so I can smell your stinky breath.
So, Sal, is that part of the game? The kids' strategy. All right. Okay. Well, Tyler, you did well. Let's see how the other kids do. Let's hear from our 2-year-old now. Haley. Haley, there's the toothbrush to get in Baba Booey's mouth. Put the blindfold on.
Okay.
All right, Haley, get ready.
1,
Put the
2,
3.
3. Put the toothbrush in Booey. Here we go.
What a game this is, the kids.
What's happening there?
A little bit of trouble. Yay! All right. Very good. What a game.
I like it. Haley is clearly a radio veteran.
Haley, did you enjoy doing that? It's a good game, right?
You got to
Yes, all
talk
right.
to us,
Okay.
Haley. We
You
can
know,
hear
with his teeth, people in China right now could stick toothbrushes in it.
All right, I want to go to Zoe, who's a little more verbal. She's 4 years old.
Okay, we're putting the blindfold on Zoe now.
Zoe, you're not nervous to go near Baba Booey, are you?
Here's the toothbrush.
Zoe, you okay in there?
Here we go.
She can't talk while
Got
getting
blindfold?
blindfolded.
Zoe, you know what you need to do, right?
Can she hear?
Zoe, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, no, everything's coming apart.
Just close your eyes. We'll take a word for it.
Dad can't get the blindfold
Nice
on.
and easy. Take
Not
your time,
over those
Dad.
headphones.
Don't worry. Gary's lips and teeth will be here all day. Here we go. 1,
Zoe,
2. Oh, go ahead.
Zoe, ask Gary to breathe his stinky breath on you. Then you'll be able to find him.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Stick the toothbrush in Booey. Go, Zoe, go.
Tyler, say it for her.
Right there.
Yeah, she got it. She got it. Well, that was a home run.
Every kid got it.
Every kid got the toothbrush in Baba Booey. Gary, do we have a prize for the kids? I mean, we must have some young person's prize.
Yes.
How humiliating was that?
You know what? It was so stupid. I'm not even humiliated. I'm really not.
Do you think Sal did a good job with that bit? I thought it was original.
A little bit original. I thought it was bad for the radio. It'll probably look better on E.
Right.
And he could have written more jokes for the kids.
Yeah, I could have written jokes for 2-year-old kids.
Well, maybe you should have gotten kids a little bit older.
I think you're
who could've said
ODing
some
on
stuff.
bananas.
I think Gary, as a producer, is right. If you're going to be critical about this,
You could have used a couple of 6-year-olds.
Tyler was more verbal because he was older.
And he was funny.
And he was funny when he said, hey, breathe on me and get your stinky breath on me.
Howard did
Yes.
Yeah, they want to say stuff.
Go ahead, kids.
Baba Booey, stinky monkey.
Wow.
Okay, are you happy, Gary? There's the production.
That was a good one.
Go ahead, Tyler.
Baba Booey's breath can kill 100 birds.
I wrote that. There you go. There's your production bitch, Toothy Aloysius.
Much better.
Kids, do you have anything you want to say? I think Zoe.
Kids, you all win Jackie Marling's new CD called "What the Hell Was I Thinking."
Zoe is saying something, Sal.
I'm sorry.
Haley helping out.
Yeah,
This
Haley.
is like how they train the kids to hate Americans over in the Middle East.
This is like crazy show business parents with the beauty pageant kids.
Let's see how the audience likes Sal's bit, because the audience is really going to decide. They're the determining vote. Joe, how'd you like Sal's bit?
Yeah, it's a really good game. I think Sal's got some good ideas there.
All right, then. All right, Joey Boots, go ahead.
I think the kids are singing.
He's an idiot. It was horrible for the radio. Horrible.
Terrible.
0.
Wait, the kids are singing over there. What is that, Tyler?
Gary stinks. Gary stinks.
All right. Well, kids, thank you.
Stinks.
I can give them something, Howard.
Yes.
I have something for them. I can give them each kid can get $250.
$250. What are you going to do with the money, Tyler?
I'm gonna buy a lot of toys.
All right.
And one's gonna be the Snow Command Center for rescue heroes.
Yeah. Sounds like you, Artie.
Nice. Good for you.
The Snow Command Center.
Well, Tyler, you're a good kid. Kids, you're all good kids. Zoe.
Thank you. I already have the Land Command Center and the giant boat command center.
So
You
now
can't put it in a pool. If you put it in a pool, it'll just sink.
All right.
Getting turned on, Casey?
Well, you can float up.
Well, listen.
Oh, my.
No.
Good job, Tyler.
That's not a
Tyler's
microphone
a
in
star.
Casey's pants.
Stay away from Casey. Tyler, congratulations. You won $250. And so have the other kid, because you got the toothbrush in Baba Booey's mouth.
If I put you in a pool, you'll sink.
All right.
I got a laugh from the kid at least.
Well, Sal, congratulations. Your first day on the air, and you seem to have scored a home run. The audience seems to have liked you.
We'll put the toothbrush on eBay and auction off for somebody suffering from gingivitis or something like that.
All right, there you go. Gary, you should have a really good week with Sal here.
Today's done. Today's almost over. Only 4 to go.
All right. Thanks, kids, and we'll be back right after these words.
What do you think of the game?
I give it a maybe a B-, maybe a C+. I thought the idea was funny, but I would have used older kids and had them have funnier lines and be much more insulting.
So what'd you guys think of the Bowie game? Did you have fun?
Uh-huh.
Did you like sticking the toothbrush in his mouth?
Uh-huh.
And was
he
it
can't open it.
was his mouth smelly?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was stinky. Had a stinky. Was his teeth really big?
Yeah.
And they were
Yeah.
were they scary, the teeth?
Yeah.
They were, huh? Well, it's all over now, kids. You don't have to worry about the teeth and gums anymore, okay? Uncle Sal will take care of the rest. We'll get rid of that once and for all. All right, guys? You want Uncle Sal to get rid of the teeth and lips of the monkey? Yeah? Okay, we'll do that. They seem really scared. I have to come to the children's rescue.
Tyler,
What?
did Gary's teeth smell?
Yeah.
What did it smell like?
It smelled like 100 hogs in mud, and it was stinky enough to kill 1,000 birds.
It's pretty bad, huh?
Mhm.
Good job in there, kids.
All right, guys. Say bye, Baba Booey. Bye, Baba Booey. Can you say bye, Baba Booey?
Bye bye, Baba Booey.
Hey, it's Sal the Stockbroker. It's my second day here on Win Stuttering John's job. Today we're doing a revelation, and the revelation, of course, is on Gary. And I turned it into a game called What's So Annoying About Gary? And we secretly interviewed everybody from the show, and they all revealed what they find the most annoying about Gary. And we're going to turn it into a game today to see if Gary can figure out who said what about him.
You think Gary's gonna be pissed?
Yeah, I think he is, because when I was going around interviewing people, I had to be quiet, and he would just look at me and just nod his head and sigh, so he knows I'm up to no good again, which I think is great.
We do have Sal the Stockbroker. He's going to be coming in later and playing a game.
All right.
Sal's working hard out there.
What's he doing?
He's like producing his bits, and he's ordering people around and, making sure everybody's in the right spot, doing stuff right.
Well, isn't he supposed to do a number of things? A song parody, a bit. He's supposed to have some staff gossip.
He's doing good.
Hey, did you know that Sal the stockbroker is an anteater, meaning he's uncircumcised?
No, I don't care. Here's what it is.
You're fascinated with that.
Yeah, that's something you guys can get into. I wonder how you found that out.
I got other Sal facts.
It's all right. What else?
Okay, he found out he had a brother after the brother was already dead.
Wow. That's freaky. How does that happen?
I don't know.
How old was the brother?
I don't know.
Oh.
And then I got other stuff because, I was doing just trying to get some info from him.
Most of the mail about Sal was bad.
Oh, yeah?
Get this effing clown off the air. Sal's a one-trick pony. His act is stale and it stinks. Pinned the tail on Baba Booey was so weak. Come on, Howard. Have some standards. Listening to the Sal segment, there's another one. May work on E, but I tell you what. It was bad. It was boring. We couldn't see what was going on. Note to Sal the genius. Visual gags make great radio. Right. Okay. Gary has big teeth. We all know this. Let's move on. You have no other material. Here's another one. Sal sucks. I hope you don't hire his dumb ass. Let Ronnie give him a beating because he's deserved it for years. And let Gary give him a kick in the ass, too. We did get some Sal is great stuff, but not many.
Very little, huh?
Great job, Sal. You had me in tears today. Also, Sal's the funniest, most creative, and best candidate for John's job. His responses and insight on your show are the most complete, bringing an additional insight to your show's persona. Long live Sal.
See, that was very nice.
Well, I can tell you what he's up to now.
What?
He just came up to me in the last break and said he's been working on some really important stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, Sal, what do you got for the show? And he shows me he's got 10 drawings of Tom on the button, and he's got a whole bunch of signs he wants to, douchebag works here. I'm like, Sal, you can't do that.
Right.
He wanted to hang him up over there where Tom was.
Yeah, but then the problem is it's not funny on the radio.
We can't hear that.
This is the room that Tom Chiasano is in, and I've been spending my day doing Tom pictures. And here they are.
I'll tell you what. It was bad, boring. We couldn't see what was going on. Note to Sal the genius. Visual gags make great radio, right?
You think this is going to get you a job here?
Absolutely.
That's the
I
general
think so.
manager of the radio station.
Yeah. What the hell? I have a lot of confidence. I figured if I could break his balls and still get a job, it just shows how great I really am.
You got to see these. This he hung on the door where Tom hits the button on our show. Look. Stay out, show being ruined. And he hung them all over the door.
That's good.
And Tom yelled at him, and then even Sal went, I'm going to even get this job. Who cares? Let him yell at me all week. Here's another one. Must press dump button. Must press dump button and a big dummy picture of Tom. And here's Tom golfing. I whack the button like a golf ball, hung up. And then this one's my favorite. It's Tom going, here comes Tom, time to end the show. Oh. But my favorite is stay out, show being ruined. That's funny. Now that
Thank
is
you,
funny.
Howard.
That's good stuff. Here's Tom trying not to smile. Go ahead, Tom. Well, I'm sorry. Yes.
Tom, Tom goes along with anything for the show pretty much.
Right.
But Tom's not going to be disrespected by someone. Okay.
You're talking about yourself in the third person?
Tom is
only because you.
Tom is not going to be disrespected.
Right.
Tom will
I
go
know
along
now
with
Cabby
anything.
can call in.
Tom, you were born disrespected.
Sal, you're such an idiot,
You're so rude. I mean, everybody has been really great and polite, but you're the only guy in the hallways that you just roll your eyes when you look at me. You're like email with legs.
I saw you first in the morning, said hello to you, and there's just nothing likable.
Is that how you say hello? What is that? Some Zimbabwe way of saying
there's
it?
Nothing. If there anything like about you, I would respond to the likability in you, but I don't see any.
I hope cancer comes back in your nuts.
Oh, that's uncalled for. Don't you want it in his brain?
And good taste, and if good taste ever invaded your brains, and if there were any brains between those ears of yours, then maybe it'd come out.
So, Tom, what happened? You had to yell at Sal?
I didn't yell at Sal. I don't want to deal with Sal when he writes stupid things like that.
Tom told me, and
I went to Gary. I said, you know what? He's crossed the line, and I'm not going to have the line.
You are ruining the show, though. The sign, that is funny. That hanging over where you dump the button goes, stay out, Tom ruining show?
No.
Howard, I originally had douchebag at work.
No, that's not right.
That wasn't
right.
right. That's why
That
I
would
did
be
it.
right.
That's why.
That's wrong. That's over the line.
Your sensitivity really knows no bounds.
Listen to me, stupid.
Oh, hey, wait a second,
Sal, you know what? You're not
Sal.
going to be here long.
I'm only kidding.
You know what?
That's
No,
not
you know what?
funny.
And you don't kid like that. You again. You know what? You have no right to say that.
You haven't earned the right to.
I apologize, Tom, but notice that when I wrote douchebag at work, I used better judgment and didn't use it, and instead I.
So for that, I should congratulate you.
No, but I'm keeping.
You didn't see any
I'm
humor
keeping.
at all?
Right.
No.
I'm just keeping you in
You
mind.
got to admit, Stay Out show being ruined is funny. I don't care what you tell me. That is funny.
And you
That's
whacking
funny.
the dump button with a golf club?
Oh, that's right.
That's funny.
I have to say, Sal consulted me on the douchebag at work one, and I said, that's over the line, Sal.
And who knows that better than you are?
I did. I said it's over the line.
All right. So Tom has had a run-in with Sal, and that
Can I
can't
be the better man, Tom, and apologize?
No, you could never be the better man, Sal.
Okay, because I'm not apologizing.
Good. And you could never be the better man.
Nice tie.
Thank you.
Why don't you try to run your throat?
Yeah. You know what, Sal? And you go back and enjoy, and bilk somebody else out of stock money, okay?
Oh, you see, you have to go there. Is that not? I'm trying to keep this in the content of the show by making pictures of you with the dump button. I'm not going below the belt. I took away the sign that said douchebag. I took away another one that had to do with cancer. I apologize. What else can I do?
Leave.
I will eventually.
Okay, good.
All right. Well, Tom having a run-in with Sal, the stockbroker.
Obviously, this is not going well.
Tom.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Tom. All right. Let's play Sal's game. This is Sal's chance to win the job.
How could you be fighting with Tom already?
I like Tom. I don't know. Wow.
Well, you've gotten off on a bad foot. If that's the expression.
Uh-oh, here comes number 2. Tom times 100.
Tim, go ahead. You're on the air.
What's up, Howard?
Hey, brother.
How's everything?
Okay, go ahead.
Real quick, I just want to make sure you're not turning homo on us here, talking about Casey's how good he looks in the swimsuit. And
Yeah, well, I don't want to sit by the pool and hear the women go, "Oh, this is such a treat. Casey has a shirt off." Who needs that? I'm trying to look decent. And
I mean, we know Casey's a homo, but we can't lose you too, Howard.
Don't worry about me, pal. I'm all man.
I love how you guys can't handle it if there's a really good-looking
Oh,
guy.
I can handle it fine. Just tell him to leave.
Yeah, just leave. Zolar, you're on the air.
Yeah, I wanted to call in when goddamn Tom was in. I called him at his office yesterday.
Zolar called him at his office?
Yeah, he gets on the phone after his secretary puts me in there, and, I said, hey, listen, Tom, I don't have anything against you personally. I just started the conversation like that. And he's like, I don't care if you like me. And then I'm like, hey, listen, I don't know the rules and regulations. I'm not a professional broadcaster. He says, well, the regulations and rules come from my head. It's what I deem indecent. And I'm not putting you on the air, but Howard wants you.
Whatever.
Poor Tom's day is with Bobo and Zolar.
Well, you know what? Good.
I can't wait to sit next to him in Vegas. Make his life miserable.
See you in Vegas, Zolar.
You will, dude.
Later. That's Zolar. I like that guy.
Zolar's great.
You better like him or else I'll annoy the hell out of you. So, Sal, what game do you have for us? This is your audition, in a sense.
Yeah,
and-
well, what I did was, I know we have to do a revelation, so what I did was I privately interviewed everybody, and everybody said what annoys them most about Gary.
Okay.
We take in the quotes, and we have to see if Gary could guess what person is annoyed most about his attributes.
All right. Now, are you going to be able to play these back? You gave them to Fred?
Yeah, the order's in the order that I say.
Oh, I see. I have it. Okay. All right. Well, you're going to play. Gary, I guess you are the victim.
He's going to say it, and I guess I have to
And
guess.
you'll have to guess, and then he'll play the tape, and you'll hear it in the person's voice.
This will be comfortable.
It's what annoys me most about Gary.
All right. Let's play, Sal. Let's see how
Who
it goes.
said, when he laughs, he takes a lot of air in his nose, and it causes him to snort like a pig?
That's true. Yeah, but which one of you said that about me?
Who's actually his choices?
Yeah, what are all
Howard,
the
Robin.
It's the crew here. Howard, Robin, Benji, Fred, Artie,
Okay.
Ronnie, and Casey.
All right.
I'm going to go with Fred on that one. I could see Fred notices little things, and it's not really an angry thing, so I'm going to go with Fred.
Let's see if you're right.
Sometimes when Gary laughs, he breathes in so much air that his nose makes a snorting noise, and he sounds like a pig.
That's, I guess, Casey.
Casey, so that's one wrong.
Okay.
All
At
right,
every
Sal,
co-
so far, it's good.
All right,
I'm
I tried.
enjoying the game.
Thank you. At every commercial break, he bursts in and monopolizes Howard without anyone else getting a word in edgewise. He just keeps on going and going without taking a breath, and we should be all thankful for that.
It's either Howard or Robin. I'm going to go with Robin on that one.
You think Robin would say, though, without taking a breath, and we should all be thankful because she's making fun of your breath? That sounds a little not Robin-like to me, but all right, you say it's Robin.
Anybody else want to join in? Artie?
Oh, we can all play?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to.
Well, let Gary. Let it be Gary.
But Gary's the main one.
All right, let's find out.
Yeah, we're going with Robin.
I'm going with Robin.
The thing that annoys me most about Gary is how he just commandeers Howard's time and he monopolizes it so that no one can get a word in edgewise. He does a body block if he sees you coming so that he makes sure he keeps Howard's attention. And then he speaks nonstop without ever taking a breath.
It was a sentence. They asked for a sentence, not a novel.
Well, they asked for a normal set of teeth, not for the Great Wall of China.
Hey, you're a good host on this show.
Thank you, Howard.
This is his game show.
This is your game show. You got to admit, for those people who wrote hate mail about Sal, this is a good one.
This is good.
I'm giving you a 10.
What'd you think of yesterday, Howard? You didn't rate yesterday's bit.
I thought it was very funny. I admit
we
it.
could see it too, so maybe it needs the visual. I'm not sure about that one.
I think people sitting home heard the kids, and we were describing the toothbrush going into Gary's mouth. I thought it was pretty funny. True, it's going to be better on E, so I'd give that a 7.
The part that I thought was the funniest about it was the kids. When the kid was yelling, "Get your stinky breath," that was really funny.
That was good. Sal could have done more of that.
There's nothing more humiliating than what you did yesterday.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, there is.
Thank
and
you.
He's got it cooked up for later in the week.
I give it a 7. I give it an 8, maybe even. You know, it was good. I think
Out of
you're
all
doing
the
well.
production bits so far, would you consider that
I'm
one?
considering you a strong candidate.
Thank you.
But it's the audience you have to win over. Go ahead.
I didn't know that Harvey Leeds has a dental operation where he's making toothpicks. He actually called me yesterday. He wants to pin the toothbrush on the mouth.
Oh.
And actually distribute it. He's dead serious about it. He wants
Well,
to
you might
get-
make some money off this,
I
off
never
your
know.
new Gary game. All right, go ahead.
Okay, who said he is an a-hole, he's selfish, and he's self-absorbed?
Wow. Who are my choices again?
This crew, Ronnie, Scott, and KC.
Wow.
Yikes, I can't imagine who that might be.
You sure Lewis isn't in this game?
He is not.
Just kidding. I got to go with Scott.
I'm going with Scott on that,
I'm going
too.
with
Yeah,
Scott.
that's the only person I could think of.
And also, you just added Scott's name in, so.
That really rocked out. Your lips were quivering on that one. It really
He's an
startled me.
a-hole, he's self-absorbed, and he's selfish.
Oh my goodness.
See, I don't see that.
From the
I don't
workahol-
see. I don't get that. Why do you think Scott said that?
Because I tell him to work, and when he doesn't, I get mad at him.
Wow, that's
He's an a-hole, he's selfish, and what?
Self-absorbed.
I don't think you're self-absorbed.
I don't either.
Not you at all.
You seem to be mostly absorbed with me.
Thank you. That's my job.
Right. I'm self-absorbed.
He's certainly not selfish. He's not any of that.
When I went to Scott yesterday to record this bit, he was on the phone booking his Vertical Blue band for the 100th time.
Right.
And he yelled at me to get the hell out of it. How dare I come in on the first day and demand that he get something done off the cuff?
Because he's busy with Vertical Blue.
Yeah, all day.
I
all
can't believe he's not going to come down here and defend himself.
I don't know. There's a couple of times when I walk in the studio where the window he's working on closes very quickly, and there's music playing that doesn't sound like anything
He
we're
really
using.
did something underhanded yesterday too.
Why don't we lie, huh? Why don't we play that CD I gave you, Casey, of him directing everybody and telling them what to say?
There's nothing wrong
Why
with
don't-
that. I'm
why
doing
don't
my
we-
job.
Did you
So
not?
now
Was
you know-
that, did you not say that? You mean he told you to say that?
Yeah.
Your idea.
So you don't,
Not your
do you
idea.
believe? But do you believe it?
No.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
That's no fun.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Why don't you
I
throw
went in
me
there-
under the bus?
I
all
will.
right?
I will. Yesterday I went in
go
there
ahead.
to play the bit.
He walks in and he expects me to. I'm in the middle of something, and he expects me to do it right then.
You were on
right
the phone
now.
booking Vertical Blue, and I sat there for 15 minutes.
Dude, you got to stop.
I don't
with
know
that
what you're
Vertical
talking
Blue.
about.
Do that at home.
I was working.
Scott, do that at home
I
with
do
your
that
son's
at home.
band.
Wait a minute.
do that
Not
at home.
here.
I don't do that
We
here.
have stuff for you to do.
That's not the end of it.
If you
Go
got
ahead.
time for Vertical Blue, then
I don't
you
have
get.
time for Vertical Blue here. I don't do Vertical
What
Blue
really
here.
bothered me is that he said his son couldn't get booked at a particular club, so he uses Fred's band to open up for them so they can get the
What the hell
spot.
is wrong with you?
And Fred is a professional. He doesn't plug his band. 50% of the audience doesn't even know he has a band. Yet he's a gentleman enough not to do it, and all day long you're on Vertical Blue. I'm trying to get a job here, give you the bit, and you're yelling at me, throwing me out of the studio.
All right,
What
now-
are you on cold for?
I don't know what. I don't even know what you're
Now
talking
you're saying
about.
those words weren't yours? The a-hole comment about Gary?
He didn't come to you and say, what's the most
Wait a
annoying
minute, that's
thing about
not yours?
Gary?
With the annoyance on Gary's not your words?
Well, I said it because you wanted me to.
But wait a second.
That's
Hold
a
on.
blatant lie. I can't believe it.
Sal, swear on the life of your children you didn't put him up to that.
I swear on the life of my children. He said straight out he's an a-hole,
Casey, play
self-absorbed.
the other CD that I gave you.
What are
got
you
a CD.
talking about? The other CD would be me saying, I recorded Scott yesterday and asked him to re-record it today because my MP3 player crashed.
Ah.
You're a manipulative piece of crap.
Me?
How dare, yeah. How
I don't
could
know
you
what
say
you,
that.
I don't know what you're talking
And
about.
in the hallway, you said you would deny anything I bring up today.
You don't even work here.
You're an idiot. Your son's band should be My Dad Sucks. You know what?
I believe Sal.
Dude, really?
Yep.
All day on
I
that
worked with you for
phone,
18 years, and you believe him? You believe him?
I think you're lying right now. I think that those were your thoughts about Gary. I think you're pinning it on Sal, but I think you're
Sal was
not
going
clean.
around annoying everybody and trying to get everybody to say something bad about Gary.
Well, yeah,
so that
that's
was
the
the
game.
bit.
So I said something bad.
But so I just went along and I just played along with the bit.
All right, so it's your word.
The bit should be genuine. It should be like Gary's always busting in, but if that's what you think, that's a tough one.
No. Please. I mean, you know.
Sal didn't write that for you.
I thought of it.
Right.
I thought of it, and then he
Thank you.
he said, "Say something bad about Gary." I'm like,
Say something annoying. You are so retarded.
Not really.
dude.
The question was,
I'm
what
like,
annoys
I'm
you
not
about
really.
Gary?
I'm
I'll
like,
tell you-
no, he goes, come on. You could think of something.
No, I could shed some light on this. What Sal did do is he asked you something and you just said it, and when he wrote what he wanted you to say in the quote part of it, and he really exaggerated what you said. Like he made it more vicious.
No.
All right, can we
Originally,
move on with the game?
No,
Who cares?
it sounded exactly like what Scott said.
It just bothers me that he uses Fred's band as well to
I don't
utilize
use
time for
Fred's
his
band. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I was there, stupid.
Well, here's a big question, Robin. With what you said about me, those were pretty much your thoughts?
Yeah.
Were you directed?
No.
Well, that's.
Casey,
I
were
wasn't
you
directed.
No, I totally came up with that on my own. It's the snort. We didn't
I
hear
was
it yet,
not
though.
directed.
Isn't it funny that everybody knew it was Scott when you heard A-hole and he says he's being directed towards it? Yeah, you're a real Mother
No,
Teresa.
I came up with it because he was like, we got to come up with something that's negative about Gary.
All right, so that's
That's
fine.
the
But he
game.
didn't put it in your mouth.
No, I didn't say he put it in my mouth, but
Yes,
then
you
he was
did. You said
directing
he
me on
told
how
you he wrote it and
he
told
didn't
you to
write
say
it. I said it because he said,
All
come up
right.
with something that's, that.
All
Yeah,
right.
Scott, go.
Stop.
Scott.
That's something I came out with and said I wanted to say.
All right, thank you.
It was just
I was
something.
trying to know if that you
None
meant
of us
it.
wanted to say this necessarily. It was just the
But
game.
having heard that, I have to think that the thoughts are kicking
Of
around in the
course.
back of your head, even if you made them up.
Can we get on with the
You know the
game?
thing I did with John when I said I didn't like John and he got all upset about it? It's the same thing.
Can I get on with the game?
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you. All right.
You really hated
Stop.
John.
Go have a cigarette.
Go
It's time.
book
No,
your
no.
son
Yeah,
at the
he really
Nobody
needs a
Cafe.
Was that verticalbluemusic.com? Can't even say
Oh,
it.
come on, dude. Come on, stop it.
Cut it out, Jackie.
Yeah, really. Goodbye. What's the matter with you?
Your son's band should open for Jackie. 2 nobodies in a row.
Go ahead, Sal.
All right, who said he hijacks every conversation?
We're playing What Annoys You About Baba Booey. Baba Booey trying to guess who said
that?
he hijacks every single conversation.
I'm going to go with Howard on that one.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
All right.
Fred, what do you find most annoying about Gary?
He hijacks every conversation. Every conversation.
Well, there you go.
Too wrong.
I said when somebody says you talk too much, I figured it could be anybody in the room.
No, that's
Sorry, Fred.
I got
what?
you.
It's not talks too much. It's hijacking the conversation. There's a difference. And what I'm talking about is
I love this. I just love it.
this is actually I actually have to thank Sal for this because there's no way you can ever bring this up except in a game format like this.
No, you can bring it up.
Which makes me feel good. No, because then it just like turns into something else. Anyway,
Yeah, this is more comfortable.
Look at Gary's
there,
wet
there
red
have
and
been
stomach.
times when, and Robin can attest to this. I hope she's not going to bail on me.
Oh, I won't bail.
Yeah. There have been times when I've been having a conversation with Robin. I'll be like in mid-sentence. Gary will cut through like a saber. Stop the conversation, direct the conversation to what he wants, drop his bomb, and then leave. And I'll look at Robin and go, what just happened? Am I exaggerating even
Not
the
at
least?
all. Not at all. He does
Thank
that
you.
a lot.
He did that with Artie. He actually stepped in the middle of Artie and I one time, and I'm like, what happened here? Is
'Cause you guys need help talking.
Maybe the lighting is bad in this part of the studio.
They
Maybe
can't
his
see
hearing
Fred.
is bad. Maybe his hearing is not tuned in to where he hears.
Is
other
this just like
people's
a
voices.
private conversation,
Yes.
or like?
Yeah,
a,
we'll
It
be
has
just
nothing
standing in the
to
hall
do
talking or
Wow.
with the show. It's not like I understand why Gary has to speak with you during
Right.
the program.
You're
That's
talking about just in private.
just, you know, hanging out, having a conversation.
It'll be after the show. You
Wow.
know,
It'll
it
be
might
after
just
the
stop
show.
in the
or maybe
Why do you
before
get
the show.
involved?
I don't understand it.
I don't know.
And you know what? Something? I like Gary. I think Gary is a fascinating conversationalist. But that's the one pet peeve that I have.
But Fred, do you think it's fair to say every conversation or a
Maybe
lot
I
of
misspoke.
conversations?
Let's say a majority of the conversation.
How about
that I've
some?
had.
Let's go with some.
Let's say a lot.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the next one, Sal.
Here we go. Here we go. This one's a tough one.
Sal
Bubba.
hitting a home run.
I'm in haha heaven right now.
It's the quietest he's ever been. He just lights a fuse and walks
He's
away.
doing good. He's letting it happen.
Okay. This person said he can't stand the way you clear your throat.
Well, that's obviously Howard.
That's right.
There's a bunch of things that really annoy me about Gary. I mean, I could probably point out when he looks over my shoulder and his breath is all over me. But I think the most annoying, and he's going to know this, is when he clears his throat. Every morning he clears his throat, and, and you could hear the phlegm gargling up while I'm trying to eat. That's, for me, the most annoying.
Can I tell you something about that, by the
Right.
way?
Yeah.
When I'm driving in the morning, right, coming down the West Side Highway, right about the time I get to 125th Street, I start thinking about it. I swear to God, I start thinking about it. And it's like I think about it, and then all of a sudden...
It's a psychosomatic thing.
It creates something that wasn't there.
Right.
Now, the whole ride in, I'm like... and I'm drinking water like crazy. But I don't know, the West Side Highway makes me think that this is another one of those mornings where I'm going to annoy Howard.
Right. I mean, there's so many things, like when sometimes Gary will just plunk himself down, like when I'm ready, like I'm just going on the air. And he's not doing anything wrong, but he's just sitting there. And he's trying to keep his teeth covered with his lips.
He's doing it now.
Yeah.
When
And
he
he's-
gets nervous, he
and then
does
he's
that.
trying not to attract attention. And then he gets a
That's
weird
a tough one. I know.
side smile. Like this. And then I go, oh my God. And then he's like,
See, you could have gone on and on and on.
yeah.
When he
But it's-
closes his lips, it looks like he's holding on to like a cliff for dear life.
I gotta tell you, not only do I give this bit a 10, we should do this with everybody.
Oh yeah,
Oy vey.
I mean,
That's good.
Marty.
Thank you, guys.
That's not bad.
Everybody should be on the seat with this
Sal,
one.
we'll all thank you at some point.
Go ahead. Let's finish
Okay.
the game. It's a good one.
Thank you. All right. He shakes his wrist above his head, and he doesn't say hello in the morning.
He shakes his wrist above his head. That's got to be Benji.
He shakes his wrist over his head in the morning.
Oh, Ron?
A lot of times when he's
Oh.
walking down the hall, and a lot of times he doesn't say good morning.
When
shake
Ronnie,
your wrist
when I
over
walk
your
in, Ronnie's behind glass.
Like a monkey.
I wave to him.
Right.
Instead of screaming hello.
It annoys him.
It's a weak one.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I forgot Ronnie was in the game.
I can understand that. Okay. He's hardly here as it is. Okay. He repeats the same old stories.
That's got to be Benji.
He repeats the same old story.
Artie.
Dude, you're so off.
Now listen, here's why I'm sensitive to that, because I'm guilty of the same thing. I repeat stories
Oh,
constantly.
don't take it back.
No, I'm not.
Pussy.
I'm not. But I'm
Own
saying.
up to your
You please.
complaint.
Don't reel it in.
But Sal.
In the world of being a hijacker and everything else, repeating a story is nothing.
But Sal did embellish that one. I said he repeats stories a lot. And he goes, all right. He gave me a line reading in there. He goes, now I want you to go. He repeats the same old story.
Yeah, you know who does that too? Is Artie. He does that a lot. Like, but
Abs-
he probably because he like a lot of things you tell him, you're probably like really drunk. And he,
Artie laughs at his own stories. That pisses me off.
Does that annoy you?
Well, he'll always go,
But dude, why don't you explain
I
it?
thought we were waiting for the.
Yeah, we're not there yet, right, Artie?
oh, guess who says this, Artie? He laughs at his own stories.
I'm fat and drunk. I'm the direct opposite of John. I actually deflected it from Gary onto me.
Yeah, exactly. All right, come on, Sal. Finish up the game.
Okay.
Well, there's only one left, right?
There's only one left. Wow, you're good, Robin. Okay, here we go. He has a tendency to be very dismissive of thoughts other than his own.
That would be Benji.
He has a tendency to be very dismissive of thoughts that are different than his own.
Yeah, well, Benji,
Sounds like a politician.
I can understand that with you. Some of those thoughts.
I take a lot of Benji thoughts.
All right, we'll play this with other people on the show. That's very good, Sal.
You just
Thank you, guys.
started something.
This
Howard,
case?
I got the CD of him directing us.
Yes.
Do you want to hear some of that?
I don't care.
I don't
It was a home run.
Why ruin what was good?
I think as my job, it was my job too to direct and to get a good bit out of it.
I think you did very, very
Yeah,
well.
he was trying to make us concise, that's all.
Let's go to Scott. Scott, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Yeah, he's got some major problems. Why is he attacking everybody, and he's got to work with these guys? It just doesn't make any
He's
sense.
mixing it up. He's trying to get John's job, man. He's just trying. Chauncey, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, by the way, I'm proud of Sal because this means a lot to him. You know what? The guy is hitting a home run day after day.
Oh, good.
He's doing good.
Thank you,
He
Chauncey.
really is. And let me tell you something. Scott the engineer, he really does hate Gary, and that's no joke. I was in the sound room last week with Scott.
Mm-hmm.
I wish to God I had my recorder on. Scott hates Gary.
Well, expand.
Well, he has a lot of issues with you, Gary. He feels that you don't do your job. That you really just don't do anything there. and that you want things done right away, and then you walk away and you don't finish what you start. That was his big complaint. You don't finish what you start. You'll throw something at Scott, and then you just won't care about it. You'll walk away, and then you won't help him do what you wanted done, and it drives him crazy.
All right, there you go.
He really doesn't like Gary at all.
All right, listen, we're going to. What is
Howard?
it, Casey? I got to take a break. Yeah.
Hey, Howard, I got everybody's name in the hat. You want to pick for tomorrow?
The Sal game, you mean?
Yeah. It should be a regular game.
You pick.
All right. For tomorrow, it's Fred.
What's the most annoying thing about Fred?
Oh,
Anybody want to play that game?
you only have to say one thing?
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
I have a request, and for my celebrity interview, I would like it to be in the studio live Thursday with Beth. Now, I would like the fans to email me their favorite questions, and I'll cherry pick the best 5, and I'll ask them to Beth live in
Well,
studio.
I don't know if she can be here live, but you can maybe she can send to an interview on the phone.
Okay. My Beth interview, if you would allow it.
I would allow it. It's up to her.
Okay.
I don't control her.
She is a celebrity.
That's
and
true.
you want the audience to submit questions.
Or at least getting banged by one.
If she says okay,
Cool,
Gary,
man.
write her an email and
Yep.
ask her if she's interested in that.
She's your girlfriend. He's got to write her an email?
Yeah.
I guess
I'm not
so.
going to go home and remember
He
that
doesn't
Sal
mix
wants-
business
true.
with
Good point.
pleasure.
Good
Yeah. I'm not going to. I'll forget about that 2 seconds after you say it.
Thank you, guys. And
All right.
thanks to
Thank you,
everybody.
Sal the
Great
Stockbroker.
game, Sal.
Day 2 of Sal the Stockbroker coming in with a winner, a 10. Thank you. If you like Sal, vote for Sal.
Of course, I'm going to hate that game when it's my turn.
Well, I've already taken a few hits.
Yeah, you already know some of the things that could be said
jeez.
about you.
We'll be back right after this.
How do you think that went?
It went great, man. I'm really happy about it, you know. Just being truthful, doing what I do, creating bits. I'm glad it mixed up really good. Yeah, I'm a little worried, you know, because the fans are tough, but I think I can win them over. At least I hope so.
Howard said that was a 10.
But there's nothing better than the king himself saying it's a 10. I did my job. That's what I'm supposed to do here, so I'm real happy with that.
Do you think those things were true about you?
I think there's a grain of truth in some of the things that people said. You know, I know there's a grain of truth in some of them, but I got to tell you, I was telling Casey, you know what? I take it personally. I get a little bummed out about it. By tomorrow it'll be another day and I'll be over. it. But you know, nobody wants to hear what's wrong with them. I pay a shrink for that. My friends, my alleged friends.
So when people say like you interrupt conversations and you're rude.
See, I think it's true that I interrupt conversations sometimes. I don't think it's true that I do it